we are lacking naturalistic accounts of the origin of information. They're not plausible explanations for that.
I think it's important to point out to our audience now that when Drs. Meyer and Minnick are arguing that there is some sort of intelligence out there, this is not a God of the gaps argument. They don't just lack a natural explanation for the appearance of information or the appearance of these irreducibly complex systems. The appearance of information in irreducibly complex systems are positive evidence for an intelligence. They don't just lack a natural explanation. Of course they do, because there is no natural explanation, but there's also positive evidence for an intelligent being when you see genetic code or when you see an irreducibly complex system. Steve, do you want to go further with that?
Well, yeah, let me unpack that a little bit more because, we've been arguing that mutation selection doesn't explain irreducibly complex molecular machines, that random mutations don't explain how you get code. Random mutations, after all, degrade information. They don't generate. If you just think of that quickly, if you have a section of functioning software that performs a program for your laptop, and then you allow a series of mutations to the zeros and ones in that code, ask yourself: Are you going to get a new functioning program or operating system, or are you going to degrade the one that you have already? And it's obvious when I ask this rhetorically, programmers get it. So we are lacking naturalistic accounts of the origin of information. They're not plausible explanations for that. But we also know of a cause which is sufficient to produce systems that have the feature of irreducible complexity. And we also know of a cause which is sufficient to produce digital code. And in both cases, we see that cause at work in our own world of high technology, namely intelligent agents are able to produce code. They're able to produce systems that are functionally integrated in order to perform some overall purpose. And so what we're seeing in these molecular machines is a systemic feature that we know arises from one and only one type of cause, and that's from intelligent engineering. Similarly, when we see the digital code at the foundation of life and DNA, we're seeing a type of artifact or type of evidence that we know from other experience arises from intelligent agents. It takes a programmer to make a program, in brief. So we're basing our inference to intelligent design on our established knowledge, not ignorance or gaps in our knowledge, but our established knowledge of cause and effect processes. That we know that intelligent agents can produce code and can produce functionally integrated, irreducibly complex systems. So when we see them at the foundation of life, it's a reasonable inference, in fact, an inference to the best explanation that a mind plays a similar role in the origin of these systems.